see this right here. Let's see this one right here. Oh wait, you know what? She's actually the girl that actually accepted the fight with the journalist, by the way. Yeah, if you guys don't know, the journalist who did the otaku with the baby ink and all that, she went on a unhinged rant, right? Like Frosted. And she called out like anybody for a boxing match. You know, she talked shit on them, said nobody's gonna take my offer. She did, and the journalist just ghosted her and like pretended that she never existed. And then multiple people accepted her fight. By the way, multiple people, and she said, "Nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to give you guys money or whatever, something like that." And yeah, it was just pretty funny.
Look, I'll cut the malarkey. We're facing a critical fundraising deadline. With the election just around the corner, I'm humbled.
Narrative consultation company.
I don't care about Biden or Trump, man. Okay, yeah, Sweet Baby Inc. tried extorting Black Myth Wukong devs out of $7 million amidst media trashing the game. So, like, it's pretty much like, well, this comes off, right? Again, I haven't got the full context. It comes off like, give us money and we won't try to cancel you, like, or something like that. That's what it comes out.
Companies are actively ruining the video game industry, and there are hundreds of thousands to millions of gamers who are boycotting companies like Sweet Baby Inc. And now the rumor is that the Wukong devs rejected $7 million extortion from DEI consultants. I have a few things to show off, but if you enjoy the content I create, follow me on social media, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube membership. So this is just a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, it is just a rumor. Yeah, for sure. It's just a rumor, guys. I will say this, guys, too. If this is like true, it gets me thinking, like, so if you make a video game, do you have to get a consultant or can you just say no? I feel like you can say no, right? Like, yeah, they threaten you to like cancel you or whatever, but can you just expose that? Like, F you guys, right? If I ever make a game, I don't want a consultant, right? I want to create whatever I want to create for the most part. You know what I mean? Oh, you didn't add enough, like, I don't know, skinny people or fat people in the game. All right. Like, all right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But it would not surprise me at this point to hear that these companies are, yes, reaching out to development groups, trying to tell them, hey, listen, your game is not diverse enough or inclusive enough. It just doesn't reach their standards for what they think video games should be. And now, according to a journalist on the Chinese social media platform Weibo, Black Myth Wukong, which is a game coming out in August that a lot of people are very excited for, is experiencing a harassment campaign from Western critics and journalists after rejecting offers from DEI consultants. The post in Chinese mentions how these consultancy firms interfere with games like God of War Ragnarok, Assassin's Creed, Dying Light Stay Human. Notably, they mention the boycott to the game Hogwarts Legacy due to J.K. Rowling's comments. Now, of course, we know that consultancy firms do interfere with the final product. There are journos out there like Alyssa Mercante who say Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what you think it does, but that is a lie. They do exactly what you think they do. On some games, they do story writing. Some games, they do character designs, and they help give feedback. And obviously, the developers don't have to use what they say, but at the same time, companies do not hire consultancy firms for tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars just to throw their advice away. So of course they're going to 9 times out of 10 use what they say and take their feedback into consideration for the final.
It's still crazy that there's a company like that, man. Can you just hire a person that like specialized in that or something? Like, I don't know. Like, is there like maybe like a group or something? I don't know. But like within your companies, you have to spend this much money.
Product. It says, though, the Chinese post implies that the backlash the game is receiving in Western media is a direct result of their alleged refusal to contract with companies such as Sweet Baby Inc., which is also mentioned by name. Now, of course, this would not surprise me whatsoever that now the mainstream has selected another target, because this has been happening. I would say it got really big with Hogwarts Legacy. There were tons of journalists.
I still don't understand how like has been sued for President sexist attacks and slander since promotional video. But isn't Wukong just all creatures for the most part? If I'm not mistaken. I mean Black Myth, sorry. Yeah, isn't that like they're just mostly all creatures? So like what are they attacking? Like what? Hold up. Let me see real quick. Oh wait. This is a great promotion for the company, by the way, because people are gonna buy this game just to like be petty ish kind of thing. Not petty, but like like stick it to the man, I guess, or woman or baby ink, whatever you want to call it. This like I don't understand, but these are all creatures. What the hell did you need a consultant for? At least it's violence on the video game, not in real life. Like there's a woman right here. Is it because of her? Like, do they need a consultant? Like, hey, this character's too sexy or whatever. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do they need her? I mean, her. What do they need Baby Ink for? I don't understand. Mostly all are creatures. Almost every single character is a goddamn creature, except for this. I don't understand. What? Am I tripping?
And outlets who either refused to cover the game, or when they covered the game completely trashed it. We just recently saw that happen with Stellar Blade. It was the target, and of course the journos
Goddamn it, Google Chrome.
decided to trash it in every way possible, and it looks like Black Myth Wukong is going to be the next game on the list. Now, of course, this is a game I personally am excited for. I know so many people have been excited for, and I really hope that it does live up to our expectations and it ends up being a fantastic game that does not have any sort of narrative behind it. You never really know until a game fully launches, but so far they have not marketed it that way, and it doesn't appear that these developers are really worried about being, activists, which of course is not what they should be. Developers should not be forced to put activism-filled messaging into their creations, but with the mainstream,
Agree.
journos and outlets, they want to
I always say this with all this kind of bull BS stuff. I always say like people who create products like games and stuff should just focus on entertainment, not the message slash politics and social issues. That never does go well. Just focus on entertainment and fun. Obviously you want to like put a little hints of that stuff in the game. That's perfectly fine. I mean that's normal. But don't make that the majority of your focal base, because you're just gonna make the whole game trash, in my opinion.
force developers to, of course, represent their viewpoints in their products. So the initial post is quite long. It says the reason why the team behind Wukong has been subjected to persistent attacks and slander since the promo videos released is because they have consistently refused political correctness guidance and rejected guidance fees of millions of dollars demanded by these teams. Actually, such teams are quite common in Europe and America, which of course, yes, we do already know. Gamers X, we have Black Girl Gamers, we have Sweet Baby Inc. I mean, there is a plethora of them at this point. Of course, they have become very large companies in a very short amount of time, because you have them going to groups saying, hey, listen, you're not doing enough. It's like what Anita Sarkeesian did many, many years ago. She contacted Naughty Dog and said, hey, I want a sensitivity read for you. I want to give you my input. And what did Neil Druckmann do? He said, yes, absolutely. That would be fantastic. And then we got The Last of Us Part 2. This has been happening since since the Gamergate 1 days. Now we're in Gamergate 2, and something very similar is happening. It also says game science teams refuse to communicate with these groups and reject their interference, which I think is fantastic. They should not have to feel like they need to, correspond with these individuals who are trying to extort them. And over the past year or so, there have been multiple articles that have come out trashing the developer, game science, and some of the individuals on the team. Of course, IGN had previously written an article titled "How Black Myth Wukong Developers' History of Sexism is Complicating Its Journey to the West." And basically, he had put a bunch of innuendos in posts. He's a bit of a vulgar guy, which, yeah, I get isn't going to sit well with some people, but the majority of individuals just want to experience the product that this group is creating. There are plenty of people who are vulgar on social media and that work at large companies, but you don't see everybody boycotting them. It's just because these hacks want to find a new target to grab onto and, of course, bully them because they rejected the political correctness companies who were trying to right their wrongs in their eyes.
Bro, imagine these companies existing in the retro game era. In Super Mario, Sonic, Donkey Kong's Country, right? Rayman, or like any of those games, right? Like any franchise from back in the day, Smash Bros, whatever, Mario Party. I feel people would have found something wrong with those games some way, some form. Right? Yeah, Mario would have been different, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. Because they're like, oh, Italian as a plumber and or something like that, like or something. They would have complained about something about these games, of these characters. Fox, it's not even human. They would have complained something with Fox, with Donkey Kong Country 2. They're not even human. Like this one, Wukong is not even goddamn human, and they're complaining something about it. I don't get it. I don't understand. But yeah, or even the cover art. Some of the cover art, they probably would have complained about the cover art too. On some of these games, especially Sega, right? Like the cover art in Sega, there's a woman that needs a man to save her. There was, yeah. You know what? I remember a couple of years ago, I believe the company's like shut down. By the way, like her whole like company, like podcast, everything, because she was like against like the whole thing about a man saving a woman kind of thing. With the Mario saving princess and all that. It's like, bro, it's not that deep, man. Like, if you want to make a badass character, it's perfectly fine. They've done that already. Even Nintendo has done that, aka Samus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've done that before. And yeah, they were complaining. Oh, and then I think they even complained about Samus being too sexy or something. It's like, damn. She's like one of the greatest characters ever made, and then like you guys want to get rid of her too? What is going on? So yeah, man, dude, just imagine these goddamn companies existing back in the day. Holy hell, we would have gotten a lot of stuff in the games. Def Jam would have been censored as F, dude. Yeah, it would have been crazy, man. It would have been crazy, like, bro. Like, it's like, here's the number one question people should be asking. Is the game fun? You know what I mean? Is the game fun? That's it.
Now, of course, since this rumor started circulating, a lot of people have been talking about this game, and I've got to be honest, every piece of content I've seen surrounding it, the gameplay trailers, the cinematic trailers, all of the statements regarding what the game is going to feature have sounded really solid, which is why I personally have been relatively excited for it. But now there are even more eyes on this product and people, supporting them, saying things like that makes me want to support them even more. Absolutely.
I told you. I
Damn,
told
those
you.
people sure hate everyone. Well,
I'm telling you, people are gonna, even though people that don't want to play this game, they're gonna buy it. Like I always say this, humans are rebellious creatures. All right? When you tell somebody you cannot play a game or do something, they're gonna do that, or aka play the game. Like just exactly what happened with Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy. They're gonna play the game. They're gonna be like, F you, you cannot tell me what to do. Even if they don't even agree with like the author's political takes, I don't know what they are fully, but like let's just say that, right? They will still buy the game, just say F you, you cannot tell me what to do. This is exactly what's gonna happen with this game. Even people are not even like down with this style of gaming, right? Which is like Souls-like game. I haven't fully like no, but I could be completely wrong. But I'm getting like what I've seen. And they're gonna be like, I'm gonna buy this game. I'm gonna buy the game. You can't tell me what to do. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. I promise you guys.
Buying the game before anyway, but okay, now I'm definitely buying it even more so. I worry that they will try to sabotage other games like Kingdom Come Deliverance too. People saying things like, good, we don't need DEI on Japanese video games. This is a Chinese game, but I understand their sentiment. We don't need DEI on really any games, but especially.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I think like people who make games, especially overseas, should do whatever the fuck they want. My opinion. I maybe that's wrong saying that, but because I am a believer that not everybody shares the same values as everyone, and everybody has the right to do what they want, especially if they're making a product. Right. At the end of the day, like obviously, maybe I won't agree with everything, obviously, but what I'm gonna do is not buy the game, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm not gonna complain on Twitter like, "Yo, guys, boycott it." Like, no, I'm just not gonna buy the game. Because the more you talk about it, the more fans you'll get. like they'll get like 100 people will like talk about it and like ish about it, and then like they'll get like 20 fans or something, you know. I'm like, just don't play the game, you know, like just don't buy the game or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
Especially ones coming from overseas. Excellent. It will 100% be a good game. Shut down hashtag sweet baby. That would be fantastic. They are actively damaging the industry and all of these narrative consultation companies. Again, like gamers and black girl gamers, hit detection, SBI, they are not good for the
Are you saying gamers or gamers?
industry. So it will be interesting
I'm
to
just curious.
see if anybody
She says it like that, so I'm like,
affiliated with
I just realized
game
that.
science comes out and makes a statement and confirms or of course denies this if we have any other evidence that points to it, because right now this is just a rumor. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but it really wouldn't surprise me, and I am sure it would not surprise a lot of you. But that's all that I really had.
Yeah, I mean, like again, it's all rumors, so I'm not gonna like again. I don't understand. Just don't buy the game. Don't even talk about it on your Twitter because you're just promoting the game. Like I know people said, any publicity is like, it's like any like bad publicity is not good publicity or whatever. In some cases, it is. Like in this case, like they're trying to put bad publicity on Black Myth, but it's gonna backfire and people are just gonna buy it because you're talking about it. Like it's just dumb. It's just so I don't understand. I don't get it. Charging $7 million to make your game not sell. It's just amazing, right? Like what the hell? Just add on more. No wonder games are getting more expensive. Like have a Suicide Writers or Sweet Baby employees. Suicide Squad failed not because fully of the writing. I've seen some bad stuff of the writing though, but it wasn't the greatest. But I personally think that the Suicide Squad completely failed because the gameplay just sucks. It's garbage. It's like they really just dropped the ball on that, and nobody gives a shit about that about the game. It's completely dead now. Well, Ish. Now I gotta get this one. The Chinese are well aware of woke culture from the West. They have their own word for it, Baizuo, which literally translates to white left. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. That'd be funny to have a word for it. I don't know, man. I'll say this. Shout out to every company that denies these companies of these consultants. Like a lot of people just use common sense of what will work, what won't work for the most part. And that's it. Like that is it. Cause like not everybody lives on the internet. Not everybody's on the internet like that. Like let the general public decide if they like your game or not. That's pretty much it, really. Don't let the internet decide if your game is good or not, for the most part. You know, because not majority of people are not on the internet like that. So I just want to like